Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. This is a beautiful poem written by Robert Frost. He was born in San Francisco, California. A four-time Pulitzer Prize winner, Frost has written about 160 poems. The Road Not Taken, Fire and Ice, and A Late Walk are some of his popular works. Now, let's begin the poem. Stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. Whose woods these are? I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. In this poem, the poet is traveling through the woods and he has stopped at the middle of the forest. In this poem, the poet has stopped to admire the beauty of woods. However, his horse thinks that this action is a bit strange. The horse, as the poet's companion, is only used to stop at the places where the poet finds a place to rest. नॉर्मली जो पोइट हैं वो अक्सर ऐसे जगह पे रुकते थे जहाँ वो रेस्ट करना चाहते हो, जहाँ पे फार्म हाउस हो, जहाँ पे मार्केट प्लेसेज हो, ऐसा कोई जगह हो जहाँ पे वो रेस्ट करते हो. लेकिन दिस टाइम द पोइट हैज़ स्टॉप्ड in the middle of nowhere. There is nothing. There is no farmhouse. There is no hotels, no restaurants. Nothing is there, and he has stopped. So poet's horse is finding it queer. This is strange, not usual. Whose woods these are? I think I know. His house is in the whose woods these are? I think I know. His house is in the village though. The poet is thinking that ना जाने ये जंगल किसका है. हो सकता है जो बगल का जो एक गांव है जंगल के नज़दीक में, हो सकता है उसका घर वहीं पे हो. अब वो मुझे यहाँ पे रुकते हुए नहीं देखे. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. और वो आदमी जो है पोइट को वहाँ पे रुकते हुए और जंगल का अवलोकन करते हुए, ऑब्जर्व करते हुए, एडमायर करते हुए ना देखे. Poet is imagining that his horse might be thinking about the reason for their stopping at a point where there is no farmhouse to be seen. In the fourth line of the first stanza, the poet says that towards his woods fill up with snow. In this fourth line, he has written towards his woods fill up with snow. It indicates that the woods are slowly filling up with snow and it is winter season. It is winter season. The woods that the poet is passing through are mysterious and dark. They are lovely and deep. The atmosphere of the woods is a source of pleasure for the poet, a pleasure which he cannot stop to cherish. The woods represent the ultimate beauty of nature. We can see in pictures also. Here, everywhere here is snow. Now we are going to second stanza. I am reading this. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. In this second stanza, the horse is shaking its harness bell to ask his master that they had committed some mistake by stopping there. He is asking his master. वो अपना हार्नेस बेल को हिला के अपने मास्टर को सिग्नल दे रहा है और पूछ रहा है क्या हमने यहाँ रुके कोई गलती तो नहीं कर दी. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The word downy may refer to downs or the first plumage of a young bird. The first feathers of a bird are airy, soft and light. It seems that the poet wants to refer to the lightness of the snowflakes that fall almost silently in the woods by using the words downy flake. Now, the poet is telling that the woods are lovely, dark and deep. The woods that the poet is passing through are mysterious and dark. The atmosphere of the woods is a source of pleasure for the poet, and it represents the ultimate beauty of nature which cannot be explained. The poet is a social being. He is not an outcast. Like every human being, he has been burdened with worldly responsibilities since his birth. The poet snatches a few moments of unearthly pleasure while stopping by the woods. He admires the beauty of nature, but he cannot afford to stop there forever. He has to continue his journey to fulfill all promises and perform all duties. He cannot afford stopping there. Here the poet has repeated lines, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Here it means the poet has to continue his life journey. He cannot afford stopping there and admiring the forest. He has too many responsibilities and duties. He has to fulfill that. He cannot stop there. So the poet has made his mind to continue his journey. This poem is beautifully written by Robert Frost. That's all for today. Have a good day. Goodbye.